Hello, Jack Farr here on behalf of Box to Box Football. I'm doing my European Power Rankings, second week in a row I'm doing this, so let's get started. Without any further ado, 20 through 16, we have a new entrant at number 20, Monaco, 19, Marseille, number 18, a new entrant, a familiar face, Juventus, number 17 is Leicester City, number 16, RB Leipzig. So let's get into it. Monaco, new entrant, 3 wins on the bounce, a 3-2 victory very recently over PSG. I think they deserve to kind of creep their way into this list. They're trying to fight with all these other Liga teams to try and be considered the best of the rest compared to PSG in Liga and secure those Champions League places. Marseille racked up another win. They retained their spot. It's nothing really to shout about, but they're still there. They're still good value for 19th, I feel. Juventus, new in at 18. Obviously, it's been a bit of a shaky start to the year for Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo is back and scoring goals. Matis de Ligt is back as well. This is obviously a huge help for Juventus. They looked really solid this past weekend. They snuck up to 4th in Serie A. Form's still a bit spotty, but they've looked better, and I would look out for them going forward. 17, Leicester City. This, I believe, is the biggest drop in my list. They're down 11 places. There was a horrible 3-0 loss against a decimated Liverpool team who I think everybody was expecting that this would affect them in some way. I did kind of call this back last week, so I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit. This Leicester team are serious pretenders. I don't think they're going to make top 4 this year. I just don't see enough about the team to really control that top 4 spot or one of those top 4 spots for them. And losses like this just further prove that. Number 16, RB Leipzig. A draw with a very average Eintracht Frankfurt team. It just has Leipzig dropping. They only drop about 5 places. Still good value at 16, but not really enough for me to say that they should go up or retain their original position. 15 through to 11. So 15 we have Villarreal. 14 a new addition in Olympique Lyon. Number 13 Sassuolo. And number 12 PSG. And number 11 Bayer Leverkusen. So 15 Villarreal. A hard-fought 1-1 draw with, a struggling Real Madrid team, but it's still impressive. So Villarreal have jumped up a spot from 16th to 15th. 14, Lyon. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They're really trying to establish themselves along with teams like Monaco and teams like Marseille as well to be the best of the rest after PSG. Obviously, PSG will win Liga again this year. It is a ridiculous league from that perspective. I know people will say the same about Serie A, but the discrepancy and the lack of how close it is between the teams and PSG is largely a joke. 13th, Sassuolo. I got a little bit of criticism for putting them even in my power rankings, but guys, we're 8 games in, and Sassuolo are nipping at the heels of Milan. They're in 2nd place in Serie A. I don't expect them to be there come the end of the season, but I've got to give credit where credit is due, and I give De Zerbi, I believe the manager, is a lot of credit for where Sassuolo are at the moment. Number 12, PSG. Yeah, a huge loss to Monaco. They had them dip in a big way. With a league like Liga, any PSG loss is going to affect them very strongly on this list. They're down 17 places to 12th. In 11, Bayer Leverkusen, they're up 3 spots. They've won their last 5 games on the trot. Very... I wish I could put them higher, but the teams ahead I just feel are a little stronger. So number 10 through to 6, I have 10th, I have Liverpool, 9, Southampton, 8, I have Roma, 7, Borussia Dortmund, and 6, I have Chelsea. So Liverpool are up 3 spots. Even with the masses of injuries, it was a very impressive victory over Leicester. Obviously followed by a bit of a shoddy loss to Atalanta. Not to say Atalanta are a bad team by any stretch, but that's why Liverpool come up a little bit in this list despite their injuries. 9, Southampton. They're down only 1 spot. It was a tough draw with Wolves. They still look good value, and Wolves are obviously a good team. I don't foresee Southampton lasting in the position that they're in, but they do still deserve their spot on this list, in my opinion. Number 8, Roma. Obviously, I have my spot to talk about my team here. There's another convincing win, 3-0 win over Parma. Mkhitaryan looked fantastic. Borja Mayoral scores his first Serie A goal as well. Roma are still undefeated in the sporting sense of the word. That 3-0 loss, first game of the season, is due to an administrative error. Paulo Fonseca has Roma looking really good at the moment. Number 7, Borussia Dortmund. 4 goals for Erling Haaland in a dominating 5-goal performance from Borussia Dortmund against Hertha Berlin. Borussia Dortmund do look very, very strong at the moment, and with Erling Haaland, everything he touches goes in the net, it seems. Number 6, Chelsea. Chelsea are up 6 spots. Apart from the 2-0 game loss against Liverpool, Chelsea are undefeated. A couple of tough draws against the likes of Southampton, that 3-3 game, and a 0-0 Manchester United game. It's 3 wins on the bounce. Frank Lampard's team really looks like it's rolling. So as we get into the top 5, the more important positions, 5 through 1, 5, Real Sociedad, 4, Atletico Madrid, number 3 is Milan, number 2 is Spurs, and number 1 is still Bayern Munich. So at Real Sociedad, they're still winning games. Game after game, they are winning. They're still top of La Liga. But 1-0 away win against Cadiz, it just doesn't look as good as the 4 teams ahead of them here in terms of their credit on this list. I still think they're doing an amazing job, but the reason why they've dropped 3 spots is just because the teams ahead of them, I feel, are better quality football teams. Number 4, Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone has beaten Barcelona. They're undefeated in La Liga. Their eyes are firmly fixed on the top of the table. The way Barcelona and Real Madrid are playing at the moment, I think this is Atletico Madrid's title to lose. So look out for them, up 3 spots. Number 3, Milan. Yes, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is amazing. I hate to see too much of it, but the Milan team does look really, really good. They beat a strong Napoli team away and really kind of showed out. I think Milan, if they can keep this momentum going, they look good for the Serie A title this year. Obviously, I know that there will be plenty of Juventus fans knowing or thinking a little differently. Number 2, Spurs. This was really tough. This is the toughest it's ever been for the number 1 spot out of the 2 weeks that I've done it. Jose Mourinho's beat Pep Guardiola. He beat him 2-0. It was pretty convincing. Are we about to see a Jose Mourinho Inter Milan Part 2? I discussed this with James. When Jose Mourinho has it figured out, it's the one manager, I think, in the world of football who you don't want to have it figured out, because look out. Number 1, Bayern Munich. Look, it was still pretty close. Underwhelming 1-1 draw with Werder Bremen. It's still not enough to dissuade me from thinking that they are still the best team in football today. They deserve their spot there. Hansi Flick, obviously nominated for Coach of the Year as well, deservedly so. But yeah, we'll see. Another week, another Spurs, Milan or Atletico Madrid win. Maybe Bayern Munich will be knocked off the top spot, but we shall see. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think. I know you may think there are some crazy picks in here. Let me have it if you're unhappy with any of them. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.